Morning guys, just wanted to let you know on this video is going to be a little mishmash of stuff. I got some Christmas lights hung up. You'll see how we decorated around here. I got Poncho and Lefty chilling on the couch Sunday morning. Finally we got some sun, as you can see out the windows. We had a lot of rain, so we've had to scale back. That's why I haven't had a video in a week, probably a couple of weeks now, and we just couldn't get up there. And you'll see in the video the mud that we had to deal with, but we have our trench entirely covered now. You'll see the electric is all in. I'll give you a tour of that, and then I haven't shown you much of the barn, so I'll give you a little quick walkthrough of the barn that we have here, and that's where we store all our stuff for our furniture for eventually having a house, tools. We got a little shop, workbenches set up in there, so I'll give you a little tour of that. So, hey guys, all right, just wanted to show you the Christmas lights. Got the bus a little decorated here. Then on our barn, put some around the front door, and then down by the road on our gate. I don't know if you recall those two side fences out there though. So I got those leading out to the road. So a little festive. Morning guys. It is Saturday the 8th of December, 9th I think it is, and we've had just inundated with rain all week, so I haven't been up here since Sunday. I kind of came up and just checked on everything, but luckily I had everything covered up with plastic, anything that would have an end of a pipe or something. So just want to try to finish this up. Right now I got this is a 2-inch conduit, and that'll go to our temporary pole, which is I got a pressure treated pole that'll stand up in there when we put this trench back in, and that'll have our temporary power. So we'll be able to run an outlet from there and have everything up here by the home site for construction and that sort of thing. Tools, all our tools that battery powered and all that. So you want to put a temporary up here. And then I'm also going to finish up this trench, which will go to our conduit, which comes all the way up from the road right to here. And then I'll meet it with another 90 right here. And that'll eventually, somewhere down the road when we're ready for our power, it'll take our power to our house. So that's what I'm going to try to finish today. It is so muddy up here, but at least there's not sitting water. When it was raining the other day, I came up here and there was literally standing water covering this pipe all the way down in that trench up to about here. So well, that's the next move. And just talked to Shannon. She's in New Mexico on her way to California. She's hoping to get to her spot, Mission Viejo, tonight. So just keep talking to her. So finish up this, and hopefully the weather holds off. It's kind of cloudy, but the sun was out for the first time in probably over a week, I'd have to say. So I'm putting the string through the this 2-inch pipe. It's only going to run this 10-foot, so this one 10-foot piece right here is all I got to put in the ground, and that'll get us out to where our temporary pole will be. But I have a 90 at one end, and then I got to fit a 90 here, and they both got to stand the same way. So what I did is put this one on, then I'll set this one in the same position as the one down here. And what I'll do is I'll take this Sharpie and make a line across this pipe and this pipe. And then when I glue it, I just meet those two lines, and I know that that 90 is going to be facing that same way. So that's just a tip. when you're working by yourself up here, and got to make sure everything's lined up correctly. Hey guys, it's been about probably almost 2 weeks, and finally getting back up here. Today was a nice sunny day. It's cool, but it's dried out a little. So I have the water running right up to there, and doesn't have water in it, so I don't mind it sticking out of the ground until we can trench around our transformer and up to the house, and we'll do that somewhere down the road. But at least I got the water up to the house site, and then our transformers there, we'll be filling that in a few minutes. It's about 4 o'clock Friday the 16th, and we're trying to get this done before I go to Buffalo for Christmas. So he's just filling in the rest of it right now. Morning guys. So continuing the video, I'll show you the barn here when I get done. I just want to give you a quick update on what we've done up here now. As you'll see in the video, our friend Glenn, who has the heavy equipment, he came up and finished putting our trench all in and stuff, so we're good there. This stake right here that you see right there, that is where the white PEX ends, and I got a shut off under there, and then I continued with some new pipe, some blue PEX that'll eventually get all the way up to the house, but there's an underground box there, and I'll just got to dig it out when I want to turn that on and stuff. So it's just about a foot underground, but it's so cold right now, we just wanted to make sure that it was properly put in the ground and didn't freeze. That's the blue PEX right over there, right beside me. I got a roll of that, and the reason that's coming out of the ground is the electric utility does not want it following the trench any more than up to there, because our transformer goes right there. So he wants me to trench around that and put the water pipe in a different hole. So I'll do that. Won't take much. It'll be a little trencher, and we'll just trench it right up to the house when we're ready. But that's a little ways off. So as you can see behind me, that's the temporary pole. It's a 4x4 pressure treated. I put it in the ground when we filled in the trench, poured in a bag of the quick cement, and that's nice, not going anywhere. And then I got my 2-inch temporary conduit coming up through with the rope, so they can grab wire through there and pull it through. And eventually there'll be a meter and probably, I don't know yet if I'm gonna go with my 200 amp box or just a temporary, like maybe 100 amp or something box there with a couple of breakers on it and outlets, so we can have power up to the house when we're ready to build. But yep, so we got all that covered. It's about 32 degrees out this morning, so it's pretty cold. I gathered up my wagon and all my tools. I'll be leaving to go back up into Western New York for Christmas. Shannon's out in San Diego. It's tough being apart, but you got to do what you got to do if you want to reach your goals. And we're pretty serious about building these 2 houses in Wyoming and Tennessee, so that's what we got to do. But that stake right there tells me that's where the end of the conduit that comes all the way from the road goes through the transmitter, and then I threw a couple of more sticks up closer to the house, and we're right next to the house. The house is just up behind me where those stakes are back there, those pink stakes. And so we got power just about up there. So eventually when the house is built and we're ready to put a service panel on the side of the house, that's where we'll come back and start trenching. So we're doing pretty good. Our goal was to have all this done we wanted it before Shannon left, but it's going to take a little longer, and that weather kind of did you know, it just was raining for like 2 weeks straight, so it really hindered us. Got super muddy up here. Started off good. It was nice and warm up here, and we had some good days and stuff, but man, it turned. And now it's supposed to get downright cold, single digits while I'm gone in New York, so I'm gonna be glad. I'm shutting down the whole bus, just shutting water off everything, and I'm glad I'm not gonna have to be here. I'll be in my sister's nice warm house, so yeah. So what I'm gonna do is show you the road as I walk down now. We did get some gravel. We got the road all plowed out, so let me show you that. So it's hard to tell with the mud, but Glenn did come up here with a skid steer. By the way, these, where he pushed this dirt away right here in between this tree and this tree, gives us 2 parking spaces. I'm gonna have him push that a little bit further back, but he'll gravel that, and that'll be 2 spaces right there, and we'll be able to swing in here and then back out and come back down the road here when we're up here, so parking. But as you can see, the road, I don't know if it shows on the camera pretty good, but it's clearly scraped a good couple 3 inches off, and we're ready for gravel now. So there's the initial gravel. I got about 11 tons delivered on Friday. I am gonna go with a different gravel guy next. He's got a dual truck, and he can bring 20 tons in one load, and that'll be enough to finish. This clearly only got to right about here where the wagon is, and we're only about halfway up our driveway, so that didn't work out as much as I thought, and it clearly needs even more on this part. But initially, we can get a car up here now. This stuff's number 4 stone, and it's a bigger stone that'll be driven over a few times over the next few months, and then maybe we can get some they call it a crusher run. It's got like a sandy thing to it, and it's little pebbles, and that'll go over and smooth this all out and make it a nice gravel road. But when Glenn comes back to deliver with more stone, what he'll do is dump it just like this the rest of the way up the driveway. Then he'll start putting some more down the middle, and as he presses his blade down, and I'll show you on a future video, it'll start pushing it out to the sides a little bit more, and then he'll push that in, kind of give it a crown to this so it sheds water, and we should be good there. But at the end, it's going to be about 10 feet wide with stone. Right now it's probably 8, maybe not even that. In some spots it's about 8 feet wide with the stone, but it's definitely we're getting there. To go from woods less than 2 months and nothing, you know, just planning it out, is pretty cool seeing stone finally laid here. So there's the RV way down there. I don't know if you can see it. It's through those trees right there. So you come in off that street by the RV, come down here, and now we got the driveway continuing up into the woods up there. So, and we got it nice and curved, so when there's leaves on the trees and stuff, you won't even see this driveway or our house. You can't even see it now up when it gets way up there, but the house is pretty much going to be right up on the top of this hill up here, and it's like about 400 feet. So We got about 200 feet, maybe 150 of stone right now, so we'll finish the rest as we get done. Okay guys, I'm back at the barn. Really haven't shown you much on the inside of the barn. The barn is roughly 14 by 32. It's got a loft at each end, and then it's open at the middle. So I do have electric to it. This is on the side of it, just to give you an idea. I got the bus pulled up, and what it does is it makes a nice little, just a backyard kind of little patio area and a little bit of privacy. So we got a table, grill. So let me show you the inside of the bus or the barn real quick here. Yeah, we built this in roughly about 3 weeks, in June into May into June of 2019. So I do have electric. As you walk in the door, I got 3 switches. This one's to the outdoor light, and then these 2 light up each half of the barn. And I just got a shop light at one side, shop light at the other side here, and then I got one over the door here. So what you're looking at is the loft. We got bunches of storage, household goods, so eventually when we do move into a house, we do have some furniture covered up, bunches of chairs and tables, bureaus, dressers, that sort of thing in the back wall. I'm going to do a little bit of rearranging because it is getting pretty clustered in here. And then 2 years ago, Shannon and I built these workbenches. Actually, I think Shannon built them more than I did, but put those together and built those up against the wall, hung all our tools. Little stuff's out of the way now. Nice little toolbox. There. And then we got another loft at this end, so with more stuff. So, and it's probably 20 feet high, maybe to the top, maybe 20 feet. It's a gambrel roof, so it's like a barn type of roof, but it gives you a lot of storage on those lofts, so I can actually stand up there in most of that. So that gives you a quick idea. It's pretty rough, just plywood floor, OSB, I mean. So I'll show you as I rearrange it this spring and hang some wood and get some stuff off this floor so we have a little bit more workspace. So that was the barn, and I'm going to wrap this video up. I'll be going away for the holidays. Like I said, Shannon's in San Diego doing a nursing contract. She's a travel nurse, so she'll be out there for at least 13 weeks. And I'm going to go and back up to New York and have Christmas with family. And we'll be back probably right around the first of the year. It'll take me a couple weeks to get a video out with some content and stuff, and it all depends on the weather here. Sometimes the weather stays in the 40s and I can do some stuff outdoors. Other than that, I'll just have to wait until the weather breaks if it's still cold. So it's supposed to be cold over the Christmas. Like I said, I'm glad I'm not going to be here. And so hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the new year. Merry Christmas and have a happy new year and safe holidays.